Hello. Okay, we've made it to session 22 of the 32 sessions in the course. This session will be on decontamination for chemical and biological agents. Decontamination will occur inside the shelter. You may want to leave your clothes outside the shelter, or you can bring them in and keep in a bag, but the decontamination is going to be in the shelter. Decontamination is a two-person process. You don't necessarily have to have these suits. But it is a two-person process. In small shelters, you're going to have a shower. You're in there with all your clothes off. The other person is outside with gloves on, maybe some eye goggles on, and you can wash every square inch down. The typical places that are hard to clean are ears, which use Q-tips, your hair, on your fingernails. Any place that you think you might have gotten exposed, but you wash everything on the body. When it washes down, this washes down to your septic system, down into the same tank that the toilet leads into, and it goes out to the septic tank, and that's fine. It can decay there. That's not a problem. There are plenty of agents out there which have handheld scrubs with solutions on it. But I haven't found that to be, or my customers haven't found that to be all that effective. The best solution is sodium hypochlorite, 5% solution that kills virtually all the biological and chemical warfare agents. That's according to the Department of Homeland Security here. I mean, it kills COVID and everything else too, but this is easy to use. It's relatively cheap. To get other standard agents that the Army uses, like DS2 or something like that, it's expensive. It's hard to get. It doesn't store well. There's some risk with it. This is really the best thing to use for small or large shelters. You can use it for vehicles. It may make the paint chalk up a little bit, but if you're dealing with chemical or biological warfare agents, I don't think too many people care about the shine on the vehicle. But the way that you have to mix it is important. You usually buy it if you're in that previous 5-gallon container. That comes in a 12.5% solution, but you want to end up with a 5% final solution, and that's what you're going to rinse your body with. And yes, it does smell strong. So the formula is the chlorine in the bottle. What we have in that 5-gallon container is 12.5%. If you divide that by the chlorine concentration you want, which is 5%, and you subtract that quantity, you take that quantity minus 1, that'll give you the total parts of water for each part of bleach. So 12.5% bleach bottle divided by the 5%, that quantity minus 1 equals 1.5 parts of water for each part of bleach. It is a strong solution. You will smell it, and you'll have to make sure that your air blower's operating in the shelter. But this kills virtually everything. In fact, in hospitals and anybody in the medical field, if you look at this is set up for healthcare acquired infections. Look at what it does kill in the healthcare industry. It kills, except for this one, which I think has now changed. I think it does kill that. But all these C. diff, all these down here, these are the healthcare acquired infections common in hospitals according to the CDC. It kills all those too. So it's something that you really do want to keep around. There are different concentrations, and it tells you what the time is to actually meet the kill. So if you're at 3%, the kill occurs after 6 minutes. Here, 9%, which is really strong, the kill occurs after 5 minutes. So this is something you want to keep in the shelter. You can wash everything down with it. And one of the fundamental things to remember in decontamination and in just general sanitation is the cleanest smell is a smell that has no odor. My sister has enough, for example, my sister has enough plugging in a wall that when I leave there, I smell like that. She could have a dead body laying in her living room floor for 6 months. You wouldn't know it because it's covered up. So you don't want to cover up anything with any type of odors. The clean smell is no smell. Then you know then if there's something growing, you can identify that and you can deal with it. But if you got plugins or things burning, that really covers things up, and that's what you don't want to do. So that's why in all shelters that are supposed to be NBC shelters, you never ever have a carpet because you can't decontaminate it. So there's just some examples there so you understand what we're trying to do.